This is how I made my Rumi cosplay from K-pop Demon Hunters, with the help of Rit dye. I've been dyeing wigs forever because that's the only way to make sure you get a perfect color. I've been buying and using Rit since my first cosplays. Rumi's hair is really long, so I couldn't just use one wig. So I decided to dye 2 white wigs that I already had, so I only had to buy a lace front, which is one of the best parts about cosplays. It doesn't have to be wasteful and you can use things that you have in your closet. We're gonna be mixing 2 colors to get the right shade. I always crimp my wigs before dyeing them, so I crimped 3 wigs, and that was night 1. Night 2 is where it starts to get exciting. I prep the pot by boiling and adding dish soap, and I measured out my dye. Once it's all mixed in, I do a test strand. I do a few dips and leave it for a while to make sure it gets completely soaked up. I'm glad I did this because this color was a little darker than I wanted, so I added water. This was the new color, which was sufficiently light. So then all 3 wigs go in the wig soup, and I do lots of stirring to make sure I get an even color. Once the hair looks evenly dyed, I wash it very thoroughly with dish soap, and now they're all the same color. The cool part is you can do this with braid hair, wigs, any sort of synthetic fibers. You'd be surprised how many hair pieces I've dyed. Day 3, we're back at it. Now it's time to style. I straighten the hair just a little bit and then get into braiding. This is a dragon braid, which I didn't know existed before this. This process took me about 6 hours. It was my first time doing something like this, so I'm going easy on myself. The color's immaculate. Not too much on my braiding, but the color looks amazing. And if you accidentally dye your lace, it's nothing makeup can't fix. Halloween is right around the corner, and I love a good DIY. I highly recommend using Rit dye for any and all of your projects. You can dye fabrics, wigs, hair extensions, plastic. I do my arm socks with Rit dye, everything.